President Trump says some parts of the country could reopen soon, but that decision is now up to the state governors. We'll hear what Montana's is saying about that in just a moment. But first, Skyler Henry is at the White House, where the president also announced a major step against the World Health Organization.
President Trump says the U.S. will freeze funding to the World Health Organization, pending an investigation.
So much death has been caused by their mistakes. We will continue to engage with the WHO to see if it can make meaningful reforms.
The president also announced what he calls a dynamic ventilator reserve, a ventilator sharing program among hospitals nationwide.
Within the last several days, more than 20 of our nation's largest health systems have already pledged more than 4,000 ventilators should we need them.
The president is seeking the advice of his advisors and a broad spectrum of business and labor leaders on a plan to reopen the country. He now says the decision will be made in conjunction with each state.
I will then be authorizing each individual governor of each individual state to implement a reopening and a very powerful reopening plan of their state at a time and in a manner as most appropriate.
The president also slammed congressional Democrats on Twitter, demanding they replenish the Paycheck Protection Program now.
The program, the PPP, is going to be out by this week, maybe by Thursday or Friday. So we could use the $250 to complete that program.
Democrats say they will not budge from their push to include more money for states and hospitals, on top of the request for an additional $250 billion for the popular small business loan program. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell issued a statement saying there is no time to insist on sweeping renegotiations or ultimatums. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The Treasury Department says it's reached an agreement with 10 U.S. air carriers on a payroll support program as well.